Welcome to this edition of ARTV News. I'm Tony Beauvais. In today's show, ARTV News, the immersive world of Thom Roberts, Melbourne Writers Festival, Body Corp by Sarah Aiken, Stitchin Stories, Blak and Threadley, Human 2.0 Circa, Mata Abdul Ali Mazari's commemoration, and ARTV Magazine. Step into a world of incredible illusions. Australia's first immersive trick art gallery, ARTV, is reopening at the District Docklands in Melbourne. Since 2016, this unique gallery has been creating priceless photo opportunities for all ages. Explore over 1,400 square metres of larger-than-life murals where you don't just look at the art, you become part of it. With a brand new fantasy theme spanning the entire gallery, prepare for unbelievable scenarios and exciting interactive experiences. The friendly staff will encourage you to snap away and create lasting memories. ARTV is Australia's first immersive trick art gallery and is reopening at the District Docklands, Melbourne. Experience a new fantasy theme across over 80 new artworks and 1,400 square metres of optical illusions. Visitors of all ages are encouraged to interact with the art and take photos. Check the ARTV website for reopening dates, times and ticket information. Get ready for an experience unlike any other. Melbourne is about to get a whole lot more desirable. The Museum of Desire is opening its doors, featuring over 20 wildly beautiful and deliciously weird exhibits from Australian and international artists. Forget look but don't touch. This adults-only playground is a specially curated journey into the erotic imagination, celebrating all things in love. Grab your friends or a date and prepare to be enticed and entertained in this fully immersive art experience. The Museum of Desire features over 20 exhibits including digital art, sculpture, photography and more from local and international artists. It's an adults-only experience encouraging exploration and discussion of love and everything else. Located in Melbourne, check the Museum of Desire website for opening dates, times and ticket information. Get ready for a winter wonderland in Melbourne. The award-winning Lightscape returns to the Royal Botanic Gardens in 2025, promising an unforgettable night. This year, prepare to be mesmerised by over 20 brand new light installations transforming the iconic landscape. Wander beneath glowing floral arches, marvel at a stunning lawn of light, and immerse yourself in a world of artistic lighting and captivating soundscapes. Enjoy the magic under the stars with mulled wine, hot chocolate, and delicious treats. Whether it's a family adventure, a romantic evening, or a unique escape into nature after dark, Lightscape is an experience that you'll never forget. Lightscape 2025 will illuminate the Royal Botanic Gardens in Melbourne this winter with more than 20 brand new light installations. Check the Royal Botanic Gardens Melbourne website for tickets and further details. Prepare to journey to the Middle Earth like never before. The critically acclaimed live stage production of the Lord of the Rings musical tale is set to captivate Australian audiences. Longtime fans and newcomers alike will be immersed in J.R. Tolkien's epic trilogy, brought to life at the award-winning Comedy Theatre. Experience spectacular world-class theatrics and captivating live music alongside some of Australia's most acclaimed performers. Don't miss this breathtaking new journey into the heart of Middle-earth. The Lord of the Rings, A Musical Tale is a live stage production bringing J.R. Tolkien's trilogy to life with award-winning theatrics and live music. It stars Gemma Rix as Galadriel, Ian Stenlake as Saruman, Rob Mallet as Strider and Ramian Newton as Frodo Baggins. The production finishes on the 8th of June. See the website for further details. Sleep at the G fundraiser is back this year, which is great news for youth homelessness in Victoria. MCM has opened new accommodation in Point Cook, with one of the homes funded by last year's Sleep at the G fundraiser. This year's host for the vital event is television presenter Bryony Dawson. Sleep at the G raises crucial funds for MCM's Youth Housing Initiative, supporting vulnerable young people transitioning to independence. Join Bryony Dawson for a night of fun activities including mini golf and live music from various artists. all while making a real difference in the lives of young Victorians experiencing homelessness. The annual MCM fundraiser connects the community to raise money for MCM's Youth Housing Initiative and raise awareness for the youth homelessness crisis in Victoria. If you would like to support youth experiencing homelessness, visit the MCM website for more information and to register for Sleep at the G.
What if a portrait could be part human, part building, and part chain? Welcome to the immersive world of Thom Robots, a vibrant, surprising, and deeply imaginative exhibition that invites you to see the world through the eyes of one of Australia's most original artists. Now showing at the National Portrait Gallery in Canberra, this is Robots for Solo Show, featuring over 100 works created across a decade. His art is bold and surreal. He blends people with machine and architecture, creating stories that stretch the limits of identity and expression. Robert creates his work with Studio a studio that supports artists with diverse abilities. Through his distinctive style, he encouraged us to rethink what portraits can be and how we understand ourselves and others. The exhibition also includes interactive installations, a world of emotion cards, sculptural cityscapes, and a ping-pong performance that explore ideas of power and justice in playful, unexpected ways. The immersive world of Thom Robot is completely free. Step into Thom's world and see the familiar in an entirely new light. See the website for further detail.
What if a single weekend could transport you across continents, through time, and into minds of over 130 brilliant writers? In early May, the Melbourne Writers' Festival returns to ignite the city with stories, ideas, and the transformative magic of words. Whether you are a lifelong bibliophile or just curious about the world, this festival promises an unforgettable journey into the heart of storytelling. This year's festival boasts a stellar lineup of 68 events featuring diverse voices from around the globe. Highlights include philosopher A.C. Graveling diving into making peace in the cultural wars, offering insights into contemporary societal debates. Novelist Colin McCann presenting Twists, a narrative that intertwines personal and political threads. A unique translation slam with Mariana Ericat, where translator Lily Zuckel-Trowett and Alice Whitmore go head-to-head translating the same excerpt, revealing the nuance of language and meaning. Local favorites like Jessica Townsend discussing her latest Nevermore adventure, and Hannah Kent exploring themes of home and belonging. The festival isn't just about listening, it's about engaging. From the live podcasts and panel discussions to workshops and performances, attendees can immerse themselves in the vibrant literature culture that Melbourne is renowned for. Ready to be inspired? Tickets are on sale now, with many events offering pay-what-you-wish options to ensure accessibility for all. Visit the website to explore the full program and secure your spot. Don't miss this opportunity to connect the story that resonate and ideas that challenge you.
Durban Art Speakeasy invites audiences into a world of surreal transformation with Body Corp, the latest boundary-pushing performance by acclaimed choreographer Sarah Aiken. Known for her experimental and immersive works like Deep Soulful Sweats and Make Your Life Count, Aiken returns with a dance piece that wraps perception and reimagines our relationship with the world around us. Body Corp is a choreographic collage that blurs the line between human, nature, and machine. Dancers become hybrid beings, part flesh, part technology, transforming into mythical figures and monstrous assemblages that defy logic and linear time. Through movement and magic realism, the performance creates a dreamlike space where the body becomes porous and ever-changing, drawing the audience into a strange and spectacular exploration of identity, empathy, and connection. With its multi-form structure and visual poetry, Body Corp challenges how we perceive bodies, not as singular entities, but as collective, shifting, and expansive. It questions what separates us from the non-human world and dares us to imagine new ways of seeing, feeling, and relating. Presented at Northcote Town Hall Arts Centre, this is dance like you've never seen before. Innovative, philosophical, and wholly absorbing. For tickets and more details, visit their website.
Step into a world where fashion isn't just worn. It's lived, told, and deeply felt through every stitch and thread. The Stitchin stories, Blak and Threadly, a powerful and inspiring exhibition, has come back and brings together bold voices, strong culture, and creative talent from across Victoria. This showcase is not an average fashion event. It's a celebration of First People's storytelling through textiles, created by 8 emerging Black designers who are turning tradition into runway-ready innovation. Each piece in the exhibition tells a powerful personal story. Whether it's a dress inspired by ill traps or a ball gown made from old denim, they all try to honor family and culture. From high fashion to streetwear and thrift-inspired looks, the designs are bursting with color, creativity, and are deeply meaningful. Using natural materials like feathers, raffia, ochre, and kangaroo leather, these works celebrate connection to sustainability and resilience. This year's show builds on the huge success of previous Black design exhibitions, which have explored jewelry and ceramics. In 2025, the focus on fashion and textiles has pushed the boundaries even further, empowering artists to take risks, experiment, and explore their cultural identity in new and beautiful ways. Stitching Stories Blak and Threadly is open daily at the Koori Heritage Trust, Federation Square, and it runs until May 18, 2025. The entry is free, so don't miss the chance to witness these stunning creations in person.
10 bodies, one flash of light, the evolution begins. This is Humans 2.0, where the boundaries of strength, grace, and human adaptability shatters before your eyes. An award-winning trope will take you beyond performance into evolutions. From the first pulse of light, you will witness the 10 elite performers move as one, combining aerial acrobatics, contemporary dance, and raw physicality into something entirely new. Their bodies bend in ways that seem impossible. Their trust in each other defines logic. This is not entertainment. It is a revolution in human connection, where every muscle tremor tells a story. Every fall and recovery reveal our shared humanity. But Humans 2.0 is more than a spectacle. It's a mirror. The sweat, the tremors, the moments of perfect harmony. They show us what humanity could become. Set to an original score and immersive visuals, the show strips humanity to its core, fearless, fragile, and breathtakingly alive. This May, the award-winning Circa ensemble brings these revolutions to Melbourne for 10 nights only. Don't miss your chance to witness the future of human potential.
On March 30th, the Hazara community gathered at the Royal Bamiyan reception in Springvale South to honor Mirza Abdul Ali Mazari's legacy. This event goes beyond commemoration. It serves as a platform to highlight ongoing challenges, promote political engagement, and strengthen community solidarity. Mirza Mazari dedicated his life to advocating for the rights of the Hazara people, and his legacy continues to inspire generations. This gathering is not only about remembering his sacrifices, but also about taking action. One of the key messages in the event is the importance of political engagement, ensuring that the Hazara community is heard, recognized, and represented in Australian politics.
Dream of a better future, we must first understand what has happened in the past, because obviously when it comes to the past, there's lessons that we can learn. And one of the lessons that we can learn from Abdul Ali Mazari was his vision and what he stood for. What he stood for was simply just to have equality in Afghanistan. Doesn't matter your skin color, doesn't matter what your gender is, doesn't matter which ethnicity that you are part of. That basic equality where each human has that same right as that person standing next to them.
Beyond remembrance, this event serves as a platform for unity, a space where the Hazara community can strengthen its collective voice. It's about coming together, building connections, and ensuring that the political leaders recognize the ongoing struggles faced by the Hazara people.
This event is not just about the past, it is about the future. The Hazara community has faced decades of persecution and genocide, but today they stand united, not only to honor their history, but to build a stronger and more politically engaged future. Organizers are emphasizing the need for every Hazara individual to take part in the democratic process, to vote, and to ensure that their concerns are acknowledged by the policymakers. One of the key objectives of this gathering is to bridge the gap between the Hazara community and political representative in Australia. It is about ensuring that issues such as social justice, equal opportunities, and human rights remains a priority. Events like this play a crucial role in strengthening community ties and creating avenues for political engagement, ensuring that future generations do not face the same struggles as those before them. This gathering has made possible through the efforts of dedicated community leaders and organizations such as Global Peace Group.
What the community wants is an inclusive society, an inclusive government, a better education system, and maintaining our democracy and promoting Australian value. That's what we stand as a community here in Melbourne and right across the country.
For a deeper look into the stories shared here today and to learn more about the Hazara people, visit the Federation of Hazara Council website.
I always wanted to be an author, ever since I was a little girl. It was my passion. It's something I always knew I really wanted to do. When adults would ask what I wanted to be when I grew up, I'd look them straight in the eyes and say, I want to write books. I started writing children's books when I was in primary school. I'd take the books I'd written to school and read them to other children during lunch breaks. They were a captive audience. A neighbour gave me an old tea chest that I would keep books, poems and song lyrics I'd written all in my big old tea chest until it was literally overflowing. I got really excited when I would receive a book for my birthday or Christmas. I couldn't wait to crack it open and dive straight in. Sometimes I'd stay up so late reading that I needed a torch under the blanket, otherwise my parents would know I was still reading instead of sleeping. My love of writing books never stopped. No matter where I was in the world or what I was doing in life, writing books was always a big part of me. I'm writing 6 books at once at the moment, so every day is full of the thrill of living out my childhood dream. I write fiction and non-fiction across a variety of genres. The framework I start with on every new book is the title, then chapter development, and from there I move into research if it's a non-fiction book. It might involve interviews with contributors. A full manuscript can take months, or in some cases years, to complete. I started writing my newly released book, In a Heartbeat, while I was still in rehab after my own critical heart attack that almost ended my life. I couldn't find a book like it, so I decided to write the book myself. My day started out like countless others. Just another ordinary day. The 6 a.m. alarm jolted me into consciousness, and after a hot shower, I was recharged for my normal busy day. I'm busy juggling a number of projects at the same time, and this day was no different. Even though my stress levels were elevated, I'm fit, don't drink or smoke, exercise every day, and I'm full of energy. I love life. The interview for one of my books that day was with a counsellor who spoke about horrifically traumatic stories. I often write about confronting subject matter to help give a voice to some of the most vulnerable in our community. The interview continued for many hours, and towards the end, I felt unwell. In my mind, I thought I was sitting in an awkward position, so that's why my shoulder hurt. I had tingling in my fingers. That must be from leaning on my arm. I felt lightheaded and figured that's due to skipping lunch. Feeling dehydrated, I was drinking a lot of water. So it must be the heating bellowing in my direction. I justified every warning sign. My clouded mind conjured up a repertoire of reasons to explain what I was feeling. But in reality, my critical heart attack had already started. When I got home, it wasn't long before I realised the gravity of the situation. I collapsed. But fortunately, my son arrived. I was rushed to the hospital. That morning, I was a seemingly healthy woman. Now, I was lying in a hospital bed, hooked up to beeping machines, on the brink of life and death, with the words flashing through my mind. Heart attack. But I wasn't in the typical age bracket, and to my knowledge, there was no family history of heart issues. But my life had changed within a split second. I spent 6 weeks in rehab with specialised exercise programs. I became very well educated about the type of food I should or shouldn't eat, and many other aspects of lifestyle that needed to be taken into consideration. Today, I'm well again, full of energy. I even hiked 20 k's through rough terrain. I'm one of the lucky ones. I have a beautiful family and great friends, and I'm still here to enjoy time with them. Don't take your heart for granted. Love your heart. If a heart attack can happen to me, it can happen to you or someone you love. The contributors in my book trust me with their most intimate stories, and I'm privileged to be in that trusted position. So I need to honour their trust. It's their story in their own words, and it's their voice that needs to be heard.
What I've learnt the hard way is that prevention is better than a cure. Many of us ignore the warning signs, prioritising our work, family, everything else except ourselves. What's the good of success, wealth and money if you're not here to enjoy the time with your loved ones? Rachel, your book is a roadmap of staying ahead of the game.
Anybody who reads this book is going to get the sense that the people who really contributed to this book and the fact that she got so many people to be able to tell their stories, I think again it's power to the force that is Rachel Cassidy, and the fact that you're all here with us early on a Friday evening to celebrate a labour of love coming to fruition, I think it speaks importantly to that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a statement up front. This book will save lives and save money.
Well, this book is fantastic because it has stories about how people had heart attacks, what were the symptoms they had, and how they felt afterwards. My husband's story is featured in this book. I'm a doctor, and I was lucky enough to be able to recognise the signs and symptoms that my husband was having a heart attack, and we could get to the hospital and his life was saved.
Rachel's book fulfills a real need in the community for people who are affected by cardiac disease. And let's face it, if it's not you personally or it's not a family member, you do know someone affected by heart disease. It's just that common.
I'm here today because of Rachel and the fact that she's written this magnificent book, and it's taken her a long time, I think 5.5 years in the writing. So being her friend, I've been told about various people that she's been interviewing, and this is the culmination of it all, the launch of this book.
I think it's really important that we continue to shine a light on heart issues and heart stories, because we need to prevent these things from happening. We need to save lives where we can. For me personally, when my heart stopped, I needed people to resuscitate me, and I think the more people we have in the community that are aware of what to do when somebody's heart stops, the more lives we'll be able to save.
It's often sometimes fend for yourself. And when you go home, you feel afraid, you feel anxious, you may not be able to sleep. Is my heart working okay? Am I going to have another heart attack? And this is where a book like this raises awareness.
I have a fabulous publisher. They're very clever, and I know my work is truly valued. I love being part of a team effort. As writing books can be a journey full of solitude, so it's exciting to be part of a team. The publishers have worked very diligently to distribute the book far and wide, as it's in Big W, Readings, Dimmicks, and so many other great bookstores, as well as Amazon and Booktopia. so it's very easy for the public to pick up a copy. My advice to aspiring authors is, if you really want to succeed, then never give up. Be resilient, as you'll have many challenges along the way. And you'll get knockbacks. Pick yourself up, brush yourself off, and keep on going for it. I enjoy my role of mentoring young, up-and-coming authors and seeing them grow in confidence and experience seeing their own books on the shelf. The takeaway from In a Heartbeat is that many readers are contacting us, letting us know that they've booked in for a heart health check. So that's a really good outcome. The book reviews have been outstanding, so we know the public are very engaged with the content. I feel privileged to be surrounded by a loving family and great friends, as that type of support makes all the difference in life.
If you'd like to let us know about any live event coming up next month within the Melbourne region, just shoot us an email at info@artv.com.au. Thanks so much for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time.